Good morning, you guys. I figured I would take you on a little tour of the south garden bed or flower bed in the front of my house today. And just see like a quick little update. So our Aztec grass is coming in nicely down there. I'm still not 100% that that's what's going to stay there just because it doesn't get big enough for me. But it's coming in, so it's looking better. And then our beautiful Mexican heather. This is the Sophia Mexican heather. And then behind that is an aster. It looks like it does have a couple like random blooms right now, but it blooms in the fall. But it's a lavender aster. And then our Veronica, which is definitely ready to be cut back at this point. I just have a hard time doing it because the bees love it, and it still has like a little bit on the tips. So I have a hard time cutting it back. But our hostas, our sun hostas, are looking amazing. They're all bloomed out. And then the society garlic as well. And then this limelight is the only one I have that has actually opened its blooms and is looking great, and it's still full of buds. So it's got a lot more to open, but it's looking so good. Oh, excuse you. And then our roses, they've done their first flush, but they're still going for it. They just actually kind of started blooming again. But these are the peach drift roses in the front. And then there's one on either side. And then in our fountain planter here, we have the lemon coral sedum that's looking really good there. And this is a perennial for us, so there's like little sprigs all about. And I'm hoping one day that this planter will just be completely full of lemon coral sedum, and that's it. And it'll just be spilling out and going everywhere. This society garlic back here is in like really good bloom, so you can see like the purple and then the blue texture, grassy texture down below. And then here in the front is another limelight that's about to be in full bloom. It's starting to open its buds a little bit, but you can see the lime color as they open, and then they age to the white, like the one over there. Okay, and then our mums that I'm supposed to move back to the backyard in my mom's garden so that they don't get the summer sun, but they are actually budded up for the fall. These are both white mums here. And I have had them for I think 3 years now. 2 or 3 years, and they look really good. Like I said, towards the end of summer, excuse me, towards the end of summer, the bottoms tend to get a little bit burnt. So I'm planning to move them to my mom's garden in the back flower bed. It just hasn't happened quite yet. And there's another Veronica. And then our sunshine ligustrum that I actually just moved this season, so it's really not looking the best where it had new growth in the beginning, but it looks like it's trying to push a little bit of new growth out from where it lost it. Like you can see right there, like the few little leaves that are trying to come out from where it lost all of its new growth from the transplant shock. So hoping that that'll rebound and look really good right there. And then this is our Bobo hydrangea. This is the first Bobo I've ever had. I planted it last fall, I think, but I've never seen it bloom, and it is covered in buds. I did feed it with the holly tone and the iron tone earlier, late December, or I think it was actually late February that I fed it, but it is covered. It's gonna look so good. So I'll show you guys an update of that whenever it is in full bloom. I'm like really excited. I think the next one I would love to get is called the puffer fish. Those are beautiful too. And then some more of the Mexican Heather Sophia that will just slowly fill in right here and be a really pretty perennial in this area that honeybees love. And then I was going to show you guys over in this bed. Sorry, my little boy wants to walk. Come on. Alright, so over in this bed, a little update is we have the variegated lace cap right there in the front. And then look at all these agapanthus that are about to be in full bloom. This is also called Lily of the Nile. Or no, Lily of the Nile. But they're about to be in full bloom. And then you can see those limelights at the end there. Those limelight blooms just poking out. I think there's about 3 of them that are above the Lily of the Nile now. So I'm really excited about it. And then in the front here, you can see the few, here, let me get him. You can see the lantana here in the front, and they're bloomed out. So it's like a creamy yellow, like cream with a yellow center. Reminds me of popcorn, really. And then in between the agapanthus, it's looking great. We have the Dichondra Silver Falls that's just kind of going everywhere. I got in here and tried to weed a little bit because it's these weeds from last year. I'm still trying to tackle them, but you can see all that Dichondra. It's looking so good. And I love like the dark green and then the silver foliage with it. I think it goes really good together, and I'm really happy so far with the progress of that. And then we have 3 of the lantanas, and then I think this is the most, like the closest. I think this one's gonna actually bloom in the next couple days, and the sun's coming out. So, but you can see it's like a purple blue, but they just look so pretty. I love them. And then we have my mom's cream climbing rose right there that's doing awesome. I'm trying to get the tops to like go up a little bit higher on the brick before I train it to the trellises beside, because I have one that's like coming straight out, and I'm wanting it to go up just a little bit above the trellis before I train it over to the next one. So, but it's looking really good. I did have to give it a little more iron tone not long ago because it was looking a little chlorotic. We are very sandy here. So I gave it a little bit of iron tone, and it's looking better. Like the new growth is looking a lot better. So, and then we have our sun hostas down here. I think I'm just going to keep these 2 and then get rid of the other 2, or move them. Not get rid of them, but move them to another place in the garden because they just don't like it here anymore. I think part of the reason is because this limelight right here has just gone crazy. This is the biggest and most it's ever, like, it's the most it's ever grown. Biggest it's ever been. The most blooms it's ever had. Like, this is the prime year for this hydrangea thus far. It looks so good, and it's all budded up, so it'll be blooming soon too. And I'm so excited to see these blooms along with the agapanthus, because like I said, those up there are all above the agapanthus. And really, the tallest one is like right there, and it's about as tall as me. Like, it is, and I'm 5'5", so here, let me get my baby. He's crawling on the concrete. Come here, little man. It's okay. Anyway, but yes, so it is looking so good, and I'm so excited to see that in full bloom. I think that's gonna be where I end the tour, because the rest of it's like my mom's garden that I'll show in a different tour. So I think that's where I'm going to end it, but I'm so excited. And in the next tour, all of this is going to be looking absolutely fabulous. I may even have to do a mid-June tour because I'm not gonna want to miss this. Like, we're gonna have to keep this or get this whenever it's in its prime. So we'll see, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.